You think your winter mornings are tough? Try waking up at 4:30 a.m. in a house colder than your freezer, with no heat, no electricity, and no excuses. While you're buried under blankets waiting for the thermostat to kick in, Amish families are already hauling water through snow, splitting firewood in the dark, and cooking full breakfasts on wood stoves before the sun even rises. But here's the twist. These brutal routines have something to teach you. In this video, you'll discover 10 powerful winter morning habits that will make you mentally stronger, physically tougher, and more productive than most people you know, just by seeing how the Amish do it. If you're tired of feeling sluggish, unmotivated, or soft during the winter months, this might just change everything. Waking at 4:30 a.m. in the freezing dark, Amish homes don't hum with central heating or glow with soft lamps. At 4:30 a.m., they sit silent and cold. Bedrooms are frigid, darker than a cave, and colder than your refrigerator. No alarms, no apps, just the internal rhythm of a life lived the same way for generations. Wake up, no excuses. The air bites. The fire went out hours ago. When feet hit the floor, the wooden planks jolt your bones. There's no shuffling into slippers, just movement, fast, deliberate. It's not about beating the cold, it's about enduring it. Children rise too, not groggy, not spoiled, trained. They've been doing this since they could walk. In the dark, with nothing but a flickering oil lamp, everyone dresses in layers. Wool socks, long underwear, flannel, shawls, head coverings, aprons, no zippers, no fleece. Everything homemade, everything handed down. No one complains, no one lingers. This is how days start. Brutal, but focused, because this house doesn't run itself, and survival waits for no one. Starting fires for survival, not comfort. The fire is everything. If it doesn't light, the day doesn't begin. Not really. And in the Amish world, failure has consequences. The father or oldest son shoulders this job. No push-button ignition, no backup generator, just kindling, coal, and frozen fingers. Last night's preparation matters. Newspaper placed, wood stacked within reach. If you didn't plan ahead, you'll pay for it now. Hands go numb fast. There's a narrow window to get the flame going before your muscles seize. The fire doesn't mean warmth right away. It'll take up to 2 hours to make the house livable. In the meantime, you keep moving. A family burns 40 to 60 pounds of wood each day, or 20 to 30 pounds of coal. There is no thermostat, no backup. If the fire dies, everything collapses. Meals, bathing, sleep. Young boys start learning around age 6. By 8 or 9, they're lighting the stove under watchful eyes. By 12, they do it alone. Fire means heat. Heat means life. And in the Amish world, no one waits around for someone else to make it happen. Hauling water by hand, no taps, no plumbing, no pipes warmed by insulation. The Amish get their water the hard way. Step outside into the wind. The handle on the pump is frozen stiff. The well might be 100 feet deep. You need warm water from last night to thaw it. That is, if the metal isn't frozen solid. Every gallon weighs over 8 pounds. Each family needs 20 to 35 gallons a day. That's nearly 300 pounds of water, all carried in 2 or 3 gallon buckets by hand. Children as young as 8 join in. Paths are icy, fingers bleed, shoulders strain. But the water must come. You ration carefully, drinking first, cooking next. Dishes maybe. Laundry and baths only once a week with reused water. Efficiency isn't a trend here, it's a requirement, and they keep doing it, day after day. Not because they enjoy it, but because they refuse to rely on a system they don't control. Morning layers, dressing to survive the cold. Imagine getting dressed for battle every morning. Not against enemies, against the elements. Inside an Amish home, layers aren't optional. They're your armor. 4 to 6 layers for adults, more for children. Natural fibers only. Wool, flannel, cotton. No synthetics, no down jackets. Just heavy homemade garments that trap what little body heat you have. First comes long underwear, then thick wool socks. Then shirts, dresses, aprons, scarves, shawls. Women cover their heads even at home. Every outfit is functional, modest, durable. Nothing flashy, nothing fashionable. Most pieces are older than the youngest child in the house. Movement becomes stiff, tasks feel harder. But without these layers, the cold eats at you. Families with many children face a logistical marathon just to get everyone dressed. But they do it, every single day. Fashion doesn't matter here. Warmth does. And every stitch tells a story of endurance, thrift, and preparation. Cooking breakfast without electricity. Back inside, the kitchen is still cold. The stove is wood-fired. There's no dial, no timer, no preheat. Just a firebox and raw ingredients. and a woman who knows exactly what to do. Breakfast has to feed a family of 8 or 9 and fuel the men for hours of hard labor. You're making eggs, fried potatoes, oatmeal, fresh bread, maybe bacon or scrapple, all from scratch, every morning. The stove has zones. One side's hotter, another is just warm enough to simmer. You learn it by feel, by instinct. The wood burns unevenly. You manage it constantly. Nothing's refrigerated. Everything is fresh. And all of it is cooked in cast iron, stirred, flipped, and lifted while wearing thick winter clothing. It takes skill, patience, endurance. And by the time the food hits the table, your arms are sore and your cheeks flushed. But the house smells like comfort, like effort, like life. Morning devotions. Once the work is done and breakfast eaten, the family gathers, not to rest, but to ground themselves. Devotions are sacred. 15 to 20 minutes of scripture, reflection, and silent prayer. The father reads from the Bible, often in German. Psalms, Proverbs, Old Testament truths. A pause. Then everyone bows their head. There's no debate, no skipping. This is daily, unbroken, and non-negotiable. Missing it is seen as spiritual negligence. For the children, this moment teaches them more than stories. It teaches rhythm, authority, faith, submission to God and to family. It reminds them that the day is not theirs alone, that everything, the cold, the work, the hardship, has meaning, and that God walks with them even in the dark. Splitting wood for tomorrow's fire. The fire you lit this morning, it's burning right now, but it won't last. Tomorrow needs its own fuel, and that means more labor. Fathers and sons head back out to split wood. 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes longer. Logs stacked high, axes sharpened, breath visible in the air. They burn 40 to 80 pounds of wood a day. Over a winter, that's 4 to 6 cords. Oak, maple, pine, each has a purpose. Some burn hot, others burn long. All of it was cut months ago and now must be split. There's no gym here, no workout routine, just the rhythmic swing of a maul. A boy learns by watching, then by trying. By 12, he's got the rhythm and the responsibility. You sweat fast. That sweat freezes. If you're not careful, you'll catch a chill that lingers for days. But there's no choice. No wood means no fire. And no fire means everything else stops. Preparing children for school. As the adults work, the kids prepare too. Amish schools are one-room buildings, often miles from home. No buses, no rides, just feet and discipline. Each child needs a packed lunch, soup in a thermos, a sandwich, maybe cookies or fruit, books, chalk, writing slates, everything checked by lantern light. Then comes layering. Coats, scarves, mittens, boots. Every piece heavy, thick, and essential. The walk to school can be a mile or more, often in darkness, often through snow. Older kids shepherd the younger ones. They walk in packs, building bonds, watching each other's steps. School doesn't close unless the temperature drops below to 10 degrees Celsius. Attendance is expected, always. Inside the schoolhouse, 15 to 30 kids learn under one unmarried teacher, usually a young Amish woman. No tech, no shortcuts, just focus, discipline, and tradition. By English standards, it's under-resourced, but to the Amish, it's exactly enough. First daylight, the real work begins by 8 a.m. Everything's done, and everything's just beginning. The fire's lit, the livestock's fed, breakfast is over, devotions are complete, kids are off. Now it's time for the real work. Men go to the fields, or the barn, or the shop. Some build furniture in freezing workshops without electricity. Some mend harnesses, sharpen tools, repair wagons. Equipment must be kept running, because no one's coming to fix it. Women clean, sweep, mop, sew. Laundry is done with wringer washers powered by gas engines. Clothes are dried outside or near the stove. Food is preserved. Bread is baked for the week. And the biggest meal, served at noon, requires hours of prep. There's no quitting at 5, no weekends off, no self-care Sunday, just continuity, repetition, purpose. Work is life, life is work, and by 9 a.m., they've already done more than most people will all day.